Shaboom! Welcome to Destiny Children's TV!
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Thank you for joining us today here on Destiny Children's TV. We're so glad you're with us. We've got loads of great stuff coming up, but first of all, as we always love to do, we're going to worship Jesus. So everybody up on your feet, you don't need to know all the words, but let's use our whole bodies. Let's put in loads of enthusiasm this morning to show Jesus how much we love him.
Our God and King, His love endures forever. For He is good, He is above all things. His love endures forever. Sing praise, sing praise. With a mighty hand and outstretched arm, His love endures forever. For this life that's been reborn, His love endures forever. Sing praise, yes we will sing praise. Sing praise, sing praise. Forever God is faithful, forever God is strong. God is with us forever and ever. Forever God is faithful, forever God is strong. Forever God is with us forever and ever and ever. Setting sun, His love endures forever. Oh, by the grace of God we will carry on. His love endures forever. Sing praise, yes we will sing praise. Come on, one more time. Sing praise, sing praise. Forever God is faithful, forever God is strong. Forever God is with us forever and ever. Forever God is faithful, forever God is strong. Forever God is with us forever and ever and ever.
The fruit of the Spirit's not a coconut. Fruit of the Spirit's not a coconut. If you want to be a coconut, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. The fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. You wanna be a banana? You might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. The fruit of the Spirit's not a watermelon. If you wanna be a watermelon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a lemon. The fruit of the Spirit's not a lemon. If you wanna be a lemon, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Oh, the fruit of the Spirit's not a cherry. The fruit of the Spirit's not a cherry. If you want to be a cherry, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Okay! Everybody knows that grapes come in bunches, so everybody get in big bunches. The fruit of the Spirit's not a grape. The fruit of the Spirit's not a grape. You wanna be a grape, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. The fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control.
Hey everybody, it's fantastic to see you today. We are going to be continuing looking at the gifts that God has given us. These are the gifts that God has given us to help us to serve people and to serve God. We've been looking at the book of Judges and we've got another judge coming up today. But let's remind ourselves of what is in the book of Judges.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges.
Why would they call a book Judges?
Because it tells the stories of 12 leaders God used to help Israel, and those leaders were called judges.
Did they wear black robes and sit in a courtroom?
No, they weren't judges like our judges today. They were really just leaders.
What were their names, Sunday school lady?
Ooh, the best way to answer that question is with a song, like this one.
And now, the fabulous Bentley Brothers.
It's called Judges, that's the name. The subject and the title are one and the same. Like a book about weather called Weather, or a book about Heather called Heather. Who's Heather? She's my cousin. Oh, and that's her name.
Yeah, but who are the judges?
Well, you've got Othniel and Ehud, Shamgar and Deborah, Gideon and Tola, Jair and Jephthah. Who could forget about old Ibzan, or Elon and Abdon, and the most famous of them all, that long-haired dude named Samson.
He was strong.
Oh, hello, Ziggy. How are you today?
Beep-boo.
Oh, I forgot. I can't understand your alien language. What are you saying?
Beep-boo.
Oh, never mind. Hello? Ah, Grandad, it's so good to talk to you. Hello? Who is this? It's me, Grandma. Hello? Blessed technology, I can't hear a thing. It's me. If this is another one of those prank calls or someone trying to sell me PPI cover, I don't have any money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a long career. Okay, never mind.
Hello?
Oh, Dusty, thank goodness.
Oh, hi, Grandma. Are you alright?
No, I'm not. I've been trying to do this thing for Pastor Steve, but everybody I phone isn't helpful. I thought you were teaching Ziggy to speak English.
Oh, yeah. I was going to, but I gave up.
And Grandad thinks he's Liam Neeson.
Who?
Never mind. Let's get on with it.
What are you doing for Pastor Steve?
Well, he's asked us to do a mobile phone advert.
Really? That doesn't sound right. Is that why you're calling me on the phone?
Yes, he said today it's all about mobile phones and we should talk about it on the show.
Is that what he said, Grandma?
Yes!
Word for word?
Well, not exactly. He said today is all about Samsung.
Samsung? That doesn't sound right either.
That's what he said.
Hang on a minute, I'm coming up. Now, boys and girls, who in the Bible sounds like the word Samsung? Samsung.
Samsung.
Was there a Bible verse like a clue?
Yes, he said it's Judges 16.
Well, let's have a look. No, Grandma, look. It's all about Samson, the guy from the Bible.
Oh, I see. That makes more sense.
It does. What was he famous for again?
Oh, maybe the boys and girls could help. Was he strong, speedy, or bendy?
Oh, I think I might know. Have you worked it out, boys and girls?
Yes! Well done, everybody! He was very strong. And we're going to hear more about his story today.
I can't wait. Let's go over to Pastor Steve and Vanessa now and find out more about him. See you soon, everybody.
Goodbye!
I'd like to tell you about a fella. The guy was really strong. Samson was an Israelite who never got along. God gave him a mission. God said don't cut his hair. When Samson came a-coming, there was trouble everywhere.
One day a lion jumped me, so I grabbed the vicious beast. When the fighting was all finished, the lion was deceased.
The Philistines had captured Israel, but God devised a plan to rescue all the Israelites, and Samson was his man. Don't forget Samson, though you're big and strong. Your power isn't just because your hair is long. God give you your strength, you got a job to do. God is gonna do a mighty work through you. Though God was using Samson, Samson had a vice. He hung out with evil women if he thought that they looked nice.
I shall like Delilah, I want her as my bride.
I promise to be faithful and to never leave your side.
Don't forget Samson, though you're big and strong. Your power isn't just because your hair is long. God give you your strength, you got a job to do. God is gonna do a mighty work through you. They gave her lots of money to see what made him strong. Every time she tried to trick him, she found that she was wrong.
Until the never-ending nagging I could no longer bear. I told about my secret, that my strength was in my hair. When Samson was asleep, she shaved his hair till it was gone. When awoken by the Philistines, Samson wasn't strong. Don't forget Samson, you were big and strong. Your power wasn't just because your hair was long. God gave you your strength, you got a job to do. God's still gonna do a mighty work through you. They threw me in prison and made me grind grain. Then they threw a huge festival to their false god Dagon to celebrate my capture. When they brought me out to make fun of me, they didn't notice my strength came back. And guess what else came back? Let me rest between the pillows. Did something start to shake?
What is Samson doing?
Watch the pillows break!
The place began to crumble. Thousands now were dead. God did it with a fellow with long hair upon his head. Don't forget Samson, he was big and strong. His power wasn't just because his hair was long. God gave you talents that he wants you to use. God is gonna do a mighty work through you.
isn't that an interesting story? Seems to me like Samson trusted the wrong people. You know, you and me, we all have gifts from God. But it's really important that we trust the right people with our lives and with our gifts. You see, Samson, he was somebody who was supposed to be conquering the Philistines. Do you remember all the other judges? Gideon, he was supposed to get rid of the Midianites, and he did. Deborah was supposed to get rid of the Canaanites, and she did. And Samson was supposed to get rid of the Philistines. But he didn't. He didn't really take his gifts seriously. Instead, he used them to show off. And then he trusted the wrong person with his secrets. You know, the gifts that you and I have, they're really important because God hasn't given them for us to show off, but he's given them to us for us to make a difference in other people's lives, to help people, to serve people, and to help people become friends with God. Today, I want to encourage you to think about the gifts that you have. Maybe, like Samson, you're a really good leader. Maybe other people follow you. Maybe you're the captain of a sports team. Maybe you're somebody who everybody else looks to. I want to tell you, that's a really big responsibility. And that's something that you need to make sure that you are helping people and not putting other people down. Maybe like Samson, you're super strong. Well, that's really, really helpful because that can help lots of people, but it can also be used to hurt people. We have to make sure that with our gifts, we use them responsibly. Samson is a great lesson of how not to do something. I want to encourage us today to make sure that we trust God and use our gifts responsibly. You know, there's a great person in the Bible called Timothy. Timothy was somebody who God had given great gifts to. He was a church leader, and Paul the Apostle was writing to him to encourage him to use his gifts wisely. This is what he says in 1 Timothy 4 verse 12. He says, "Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Instead, be an example to everyone in what you teach, in the way you live, in the way you love, your faith and your purity." And then in verse 14, he says, "Do not neglect the spiritual gift," i.e. remember to use your gifts wisely. Let's be like Timothy, not like Samson. Let's pray. Father God, thank you for the Bible. Thank you for examples of people who got it right and examples of people who got it wrong that we can learn from. I pray that you help each one of us to first of all understand the gifts that God has given us, and then, Lord, to be able to use that gift to be able to serve others and to help other people get to know you. I pray for everybody who's listening to this right now that you will bless them and help them to get to know you in an amazing way. In your name, amen. Fantastic. Well, it's time for crafts, so let's head over to Jackie and see what she's got for us today.
Good morning everyone, I hope you've had a good week. Today we're going to be making a little Samson puppet, I suppose, with some pillars for him to knock down, just to keep in with the theme that everyone's been talking about this morning. So here's my little Samson, and I will show you how to make him. Okay, so to make your Samson, you will need a couple of sticks. Now I've used some coffee stirrers because that's what I had in the house, but you could use ice lolly sticks or even just sticks out of the garden would work. And then when you've got what you need, you just need to glue them together so that you've got an arm and then a body situation going on. I have already glued these ones just because I use PVA glue and it does take a little while to dry. I have also drawn just a little basic face on him as well. You'll also need a rectangle to use as his outfit. Now, I have used a rectangle of scrap material I had in the house, but if you don't have scrap material, you can just use kitchen paper. And the beauty of kitchen paper is you can colour it in with marker pens and do whatever great design you want on it. You'll also need something to use as a belt. Now, again, this is just a little scrap of material I had, but you could use some wool or some ribbon or some twine or really anything. Same goes for his hair. So I've used wool in this case, but again, anything you've got lying around that looks a little bit like hair will be absolutely fabulous. So, first thing you need to do is whatever you're using to make his outfit from needs to be basically a big, long rectangle. The reason for that is when you fold it in half, it should effectively cover him just like the way clothes would if he was real. You then just need to take that rectangle, fold it in half along the long line, and then do a small cut, about 1 centimetre, just in the middle there. Now I have also just cut a little bit down the front, but you don't need to do that if you don't want to. So take your body, pop the head through the hole that you just made, and then take whatever it is that you're using for a belt and just tie it together. Very simple. There we go. Just get him settled. Then to make the very important Samson hair, take a few lengths of, well, I'm using wool as I say, but whatever it is you're using, as many as you like really, and then just take another small piece and in roughly the centre tie the small piece of wool around the middle of the longer pieces, just so that it all stays together really, so you'll end up with something like that. Okay, so then what we're going to do is just glue his hair onto his head, obviously where hair goes. Now again, I am using PVA for this, but you could use, you know, practically anything really. So once you've got your hair glued on, that's basically your Samson finished, and you can move on to your pillars if you want to make some. Now, as I say, I had to get creative and improvise like I tell you guys to do all the time. So all I did was I took a small piece of paper and I just drew some bricks on there, if you use your imagination, just by doing alternate rectangles like this. Very simple. You can take a bit more time over it. And then, once you're happy with that, and these could be any colour of course, just need to take some tape, pop it on one side, and tape them together like so. And the beauty of this particular craft is once you've made it, you can then reenact Samson knocking the pillars over if you should want to. So have a really good week everybody. Sorry, mine's not quite dry yet. Have a really good week everyone. Enjoy, have fun making things, and please do send your videos in to Pastor Steve so we can all enjoy what you've been making too.
Thank you, Jackie. That was another great craft. Kids, get your grown-ups to send us pictures of you with your craft, and also you joining in with a worship or saying hello to grandma or whatever else you want to do. Send us your clips. We love to include them in future weeks. Remember, you can find worksheets for every Destiny Children's TV episode online at destinychurch.co.uk. There's always a memory verse, there's almost always some colouring, sometimes there's something else as well. So click on through and print out today's sheets and get involved. You can send us pictures of those as well. Your grown-ups can subscribe to our newsletter on our website, and you can also subscribe here on our YouTube channel, and if you hit the bell you'll get a notification every time we pop something new here for you. Hope you all have a brilliant week. Let's remember, not everyone in the Bible got it right, but we can learn from their mistakes. So you and me, let's this week remember to use our gifts wisely, to be more like Timothy than Samson. See you soon.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Okay! Everybody knows that grapes come in bunches, so everybody get in big bunches. The fruit of the Spirit's not a grape. The fruit of the Spirit's not a grape. You wanna be a grape, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control. The fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and gentleness, and self-control.